Have you ever felt like time is slipping through your fingers? Like something invisible is guiding you toward a moment that hasn't yet arrived, but is destined to change everything? Archangel Michael says time is running out, not in fear, but in urgency. Because a spiritual contract, one made long before you came into this world, is approaching its fulfillment. And you, chosen one, are now standing at the threshold of its divine conclusion. This isn't just another coincidence. The dreams, the signals, the numbers you keep seeing, they're part of a cosmic countdown. Heaven has been orchestrating events in your life with precision, and now, Archangel Michael has been dispatched to prepare you. He does not come lightly. When he moves, it's because divine timing has reached a critical point. You were born with a mission, one etched into your soul by the hand of God. But over time, distractions clouded your clarity. People pulled you away from your path. Pain dulled your light. But none of that was strong enough to cancel your divine contract. It has remained active, waiting silently for this moment. And now, the seal is about to open. Archangel Michael wants you to know that spiritual forces, both of light and shadow, are circling. Not all presences around you are here to guide you. Some are attempting to delay your ascension. But the shield of heaven has been placed over your energy field. You're being watched over now more than ever. Strange experiences lately? Sudden emotional waves, vivid dreams, unexplained fatigue? These are not accidents. These are the effects of your timeline shifting. Michael is asking you to listen closely. There is something coming that will require you to step fully into your divine identity. To let go of who you thought you were, and become who you were always meant to be. This contract was not built on comfort. It was forged in fire, through lifetimes of soul agreements. You've crossed paths with certain people over and over, each encounter designed to test, awaken, and remind you. Michael wants you to recall now who you are. The warrior of light. The bearer of truth. The soul with a sacred task. And as the spiritual realm grows louder, you'll notice synchronicities speeding up. Don't ignore them. The universe is whispering the next steps, and Michael is guarding every inch of your journey. But remember, time is of the essence. Decisions you make now will ripple through your destiny. You may feel alone. But you are surrounded. Not just by angels, but by your higher self, the future version of you that already completed this journey. That version is sending signs, trying to guide you, reminding you not to settle, not to surrender your purpose. Because the divine scroll with your name on it is now being opened. This is why things feel intense. This is why people are suddenly leaving or entering your life. Realignment is underway. And it's all being done to position you correctly for what's about to unfold. This is not the end. It's the sacred beginning of the final phase. You may wonder, why now? Why is this message reaching you in this exact moment? It's not by accident. Divine messages only reach those who are ready to receive them. And if you're still watching, Archangel Michael wants you to know, you were meant to hear this. This is your soul's confirmation. And if this message is stirring something deep inside you, if your heart feels like it's beating with ancient memory, then there's more for you to unlock. Many others have felt the same call. They've walked through similar awakenings, and their stories are unfolding right now across this channel. You're not alone in this transformation. If this is resonating with your spirit, make sure you watch the other divine messages after this, especially the ones where Archangel Michael reveals the truth behind spiritual contracts and divine timing. The more you listen, the clearer your path becomes. Michael's sword does not move unless absolutely necessary. If he's shown up in your life now, it means you are closer than ever to a turning point, one that was written in light before time itself. You may begin to see things fall apart, friendships, habits, even locations, but that's only because God is rebuilding your life on sacred ground. There's a reason the shadows around you are becoming restless. Because your light has started to burn through their illusions. Every fear, every doubt, every delay has been trying to keep you from this moment. But Michael is cutting through the veil. He's holding open a divine portal, a window of opportunity you must not miss. Trust the timing. Trust the divine process. And trust that your soul knew what it was doing when it chose this path. You might feel tired. Not just physically, but spiritually. That heaviness isn't just stress, it's spiritual interference. Archangel Michael wants you to recognize this. It's not all yours. Some of it was placed on you by others, karmic ties, generational weight, emotional attachments that were never meant to stay. But now, he's calling you to release it. Breathe in deeply right now. And with your exhale, visualize that heaviness leaving your aura. You're not bound to carry it anymore. God never sends warnings without purpose. This message isn't meant to scare you, it's here to awaken you. To open your eyes to what's really going on behind the surface. And if this message echoes with something deep inside, leave a comment below. Sometimes, sharing your own awakening helps someone else recognize their own. You're not alone in this journey, and your voice might be the sign someone else is praying for. The clock is ticking, but not in fear, in alignment. What is meant for you is still possible. Your spiritual contract is sacred. And Archangel Michael has not come this far just to watch you give up now. He's preparing the way, but you must walk it. Step by step. Decision by decision. Faith over fear. He's reminding you, your name wasn't whispered. It was carved into divine scrolls. You are known. Protected. Called. And now, more than ever, watched over. The winds of your destiny are shifting, can you feel it? There's a quiet stirring, a pull in your chest that you can't quite explain. That's not your imagination. That's your soul responding to divine alignment. Archangel Michael has moved into position not just to protect you, but to prepare the space for your next spiritual leap. The energy around you has changed because you've changed. And with that change, forces both light and dark have noticed. The spiritual contract mentioned in the divine realm is nearing completion, and with it, certain energies that no longer serve you must fall away. That's why some people have left. That's why old emotions have resurfaced. It's not chaos, it's divine cleansing. You were never meant to live small. The discomfort you're feeling is growth disguised as resistance. And Archangel Michael stands at the threshold, sword in hand, severing the last strands of fear, betrayal, and limitation that were attached to your field. You may not see it, but the work is happening, in dreams, in signs, in strange moments that feel like déjà vu. Your name has been read aloud in realms beyond this world. Divine beings are now aware of your readiness. They're watching how you handle this moment, how you respond to the shift. And though it may feel quiet, this is the moment before breakthrough. The silence before revelation. The breath before divine manifestation. There are no accidents in the spiritual realm. Every challenge, delay, or detour was orchestrated with divine intelligence to bring you to this precise point. And now, Archangel Michael has begun the sacred unraveling, pulling apart illusions, removing energies that cling to you but are no longer meant to walk with you into your destiny. If you've been feeling tired, emotionally sensitive, or disconnected lately, it's because a spiritual contract is dissolving. This contract may have tied you to an old version of yourself. One that was necessary once, but now stands in the way. Let go. Don't resist. Archangel Michael is not here to punish, he is here to liberate. The dreams you've been ignoring? They're not just dreams. They're divine alerts. The sense that someone is watching over you? That's not a coincidence. That's Michael's presence, hovering, protecting, and preparing you for the next phase. He's been assigned to walk beside you, to shield your energy from hidden attacks and guide your steps toward divine completion. Right now, your soul is remembering its original blueprint, the version of you that existed before the world taught you to fear your own power. You're returning to the truth, piece by piece, memory by memory, guided by divine intervention. This is a resurrection of purpose, and it's happening now. What you are shedding isn't just pain, it's programming. It's the silent contracts you made out of survival. The masks you wore to be loved. The silence you kept to avoid conflict. And Archangel Michael, with God's authority, is now cutting through those bindings with his flaming sword of truth. You may start to notice certain people falling away, communication breaking, paths closing. Don't fear it. This is divine protection in disguise. Not everyone was meant to witness your rise. Some souls were only meant to trigger your awakening. Their part in your contract is complete. This is a sacred moment in your timeline, where heaven intervenes and says, enough. No more delay. No more distortion. Your true path is being revealed, step by step, through intuition, synchronicity, and divine nudges that feel like whispers to your spirit. You may feel restless at night, awakened by sudden jolts of energy. This is Michael working in the unseen, sealing your room in light, breaking down spiritual barriers while your conscious mind rests. You are never alone. Even in your darkest hour, divine beings have stood guard, unseen but always active. This message is a reminder, your life is not random. Your calling is not imagined. The war over your soul has already been fought, and heaven has claimed you. The visions, the chills, the repeating numbers, the dreams that feel too real, none of these are coincidences. They're confirmations. Heaven has opened scrolls with your name written in light, and divine forces are aligning to fulfill the promise encoded in your soul long before you entered this world. Your future self is already walking the timeline you're about to step into. They are whispering guidance through feelings, through signs, through quiet knowing. Archangel Michael is here to clear the spiritual noise, so you can finally hear them without fear, without confusion, without doubt. Every time you choose love over fear, truth over silence, purpose over pressure, you're activating your divine contract. That contract was signed not in ink, but in light. And it's beginning to unfold now because the time has come. God has seen the pain you tried to hide. The prayers you whispered when no one was watching. The nights you asked for help but couldn't say the words out loud. And this message, this very moment, is the answer. Don't let the weight of your past keep you from rising. Don't let the illusion of unworthiness silence your spirit. You were never meant to blend in. You were chosen to awaken others, to carry the frequency of divine truth in a world full of distractions. You're not just being protected. You're being positioned. The delays were not denials, they were divine recalibrations. If this message pierced something deep inside you, if your heart is racing right now and your soul feels like it just remembered something ancient, don't ignore that. This is not entertainment. This is divine alignment. And if you've made it this far, it's because you were meant to receive this message. So stop hesitating. Smash that subscribe button right now, because this channel isn't just a feed, it's a lifeline for chosen souls like you. And if this message touched you, if you felt seen, guided, or awakened even a little, hit that super thanks below. Not just to support, but to seal this moment. To declare, I received this. I acknowledge this divine message. And I'm ready for more. Let the universe hear you. Let heaven witness your yes. Because when you give in faith, you activate favor in motion. More divine revelations are coming. Bigger protection. Louder confirmations. But only for those who are ready to walk boldly into what was already written.